Hello, my name is Clarissa Walker, and I am your instructor for Writing 303. And this is the quick walkthrough of the syllabus. I wanted to highlight some very important points, some things, some events, and some dates that will make it a lot easier for you to plan the work that we will do together. So this is Writing 303. This syllabus is attached to your email, and all of the links are live. It's public writing and rhetoric, the ways that we compel civic awakenings. And Elizabeth Acevedo is the author of Poet X, and she is one of the creators of the works that we will look at this semester. You've probably already read this. This is available for you on Sakai, but it basically talks about what we are trying to accomplish this semester together. You can read it on your own. But I wanted to look together at the course requirements. First, I'll start with the research slides and quizzes. So there are 3 opportunities or 3 assignments. There are 3 weeks, 3 of our weeks for the entire semester, that the work is to review research slides. There's a research slide video, not unlike what you're experiencing right now. This is a screencast that you are experiencing right now. And so the slides include the scholars and the research that we are focusing on for that unit. There are 3 units and 3 research slides. The information is very good for you and useful for you, and I really recommend that you take notes because you can use that content in all of the assignments that follow the week that you receive that information. The quizzes, don't wince when you see the word quiz, because quizzes aren't used here like pop quizzes and all of that. This is an open book, open notebook, open source book, and it's really just a way to review the big ideas and make sure we're on the same page with regard to the terminology and the concepts, because you will be using those concepts in your own discourse as we create discourse together in the forum. So basically there are 3 weeks where there are 3 assignments, and of course each of those are assigned to a week, and where you are doing that as 15 points of your total score. Sakai forum responses, there are 5 opportunities to write in the forum. In Sakai, basically you are engaging with some sort of reading or watching some sort of video, and then you're responding to it. Most people are very familiar with that. You're answering the questions that are associated with it that are in your the syllabus calendar. It's the assignment calendar, which we'll see later. The synthesis exercises or the synthesis essays, there are 3 of them. They are the longer projects in this semester, and essentially it's a research essay. It's a research essay, very much at a 300 level writing course. I know that this is not unfamiliar to you, but really it's just as it says here, it gives you an opportunity to bring all the elements of the unit together in a single discussion, synthesizing basically all of the things that we have discussed. So if we have talked about 1 documentary, 2 researchers, and a text, well, it's an opportunity to put all of those in conversation together in 1 essay. There are 3 of those, and there were 30 points. And finally, your final project, which most people think is really exciting and fun, because you pick your topic, although it must be an approved topic, to put together a campaign. You're designing a campaign, and the campaign can be apolitical or political. It's a project that is a conglomeration of rhetorical elements from art, fashion, politics, or the environment. You choose. It's housed on a WordPress.com website. So you put all of that together, you get a couple of weeks to do it, you get some feedback from your classmates, and then you turn in the final version of it after the 3rd week. So it's really you have a huge chunk of time for production, and it's a lot of fun. People design logos, they decide to design protest signage, they decide to do t-shirt design, and so it's a lot of fun. So that's the final project, and that's worth 40 points. because you had a lot of time to do that, and there are a lot of different components. I want to talk to you about the course materials. It seems a lot more involved than it actually is. So required course materials. The entire course costs about $25 as far as the course materials go. But there are opportunities here like the Poet X. I did research on various sites for the things that are required for this course, and these are the links that have the cheapest options, which is usually Amazon. But the Poet X is a book, and Why We March is a book. Those two are required for the course, and they can be ordered here on Amazon or wherever you find them, or however you want to get them. The Jenny Edbauer Rice piece will be provided for you. And then there are 2 documentaries. So there are 2 documentaries. Students typically purchase the DVDs, which I don't recommend, or they purchase the streaming service. I think that it's fine just to rent it for $3 and do the assignment, because they are available also on Amazon, but you do it however you want to do it. I know students are very resourceful when it comes to streaming. And finally, most importantly, 13th is the name of a documentary by Ava DuVernay. And the requirement of this course is for us to talk about government documents, etc. And so we are talking about the 13th Amendment. 13th is available on Netflix, which is amazing. So you can view this on Netflix. The issue, though, is that it's only available on Netflix because it's a Netflix studio video. So you have, I want to say 7 weeks. It's after spring break. So there's plenty of time. And again, the course requirements total is $25. In the past, the packet for this course, or the packet for courses that I've taught, have been about $50 or $40 after you've had a couple of packets for a 300 level course online. So the fact that streaming gives us all of these cheaper options is awesome. So here is the list of required course materials. And again, some students choose to purchase. I think renting is fine for the 2 documentaries. And here are additional course materials. Now, you are not required to get these. In this case, I will provide the portion that you need for the class, but I do want you to have citations for the materials and the research that I use in the research slides. So I wanted you to have an opportunity, if you wanted to read the full version of the things that I have truncated in the slides for you. So here's the course calendar. This you've already done, so you are familiar with that. With week 1, it's broken up by modules. You can go through it yourself. I will show you this. I mentioned that there were 3 weeks where you do, you watch the video that's not unlike this one. This is screencast of some research slides and a quiz. So here is the link for that video, and here is the quiz link. Now you can go straight to Sakai and just click on quiz 1, 2. Quiz number 1 in Sakai, because quizzes and tests are right there for you to do that for yourself. But I was just trying to basically be a little bit of an enabler, help you as much as I could. So here, Poet X is week 3, so you have to go ahead and order that book. So Kindle is available too for some of these. These 2 are videos that are also required that week, but the links are here and made available to you. And as you can see, the questions are here for you to answer, and you post that in the forum, in the Sakai forum. So again, to make it easier for you, I've put the links here, but that does not mean that you have to purchase it from here or get it from here. If you have other resources, as it is with everything in all of your classes, students have other ways of getting things. So there is your the link that I found to be the least expensive and other students have used, which is Amazon. It's very simple. It's $3. It's the cost of a cup of coffee to rent this documentary, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. And so here it is again, the quiz number 2. Slides are made available to you as far as watching the video of the screencast for the research that we're going to focus on for that week. And then it goes on the same way. And then we have spring break. This is the third slide week. And as we continue here, I will provide you with the excerpt. I didn't include it here as a link because it's a PDF and I have emailed you, and I didn't want to send the PDF this early when you don't need it until week 10. For some reason, I just think that it will get lost in the shuffle. And here it is, the proposal. Now, I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about the proposal for week 10. So you get to propose your own topic, whatever it is that you want to develop and build a campaign for. This gives you the guidelines for what the proposal will require. You submit your proposal into assignments and I will give you feedback. Students find that feedback to be invaluable because it's you and me putting our head together to try to make sure your job is to make sure you communicate the thing that you're passionate about, that you want to build a campaign around. My job is to make sure that your idea fits within the parameters or the requirements of our class and our course. So we work together to make sure that your project, your final project, turns out the way you want it to turn out. So then here on April 1st, there's 13th. That's what we were talking about earlier. This is created by Netflix, so it's only available by Netflix. So students have not had a problem watching this because it seems like everybody either has Netflix or knows someone with Netflix, and it's like $7 to get Netflix. Again, the course is $25 total, I think, for the whole semester. So it's not a big expense. So this is the campaign. So if you want to look at the final assignment, here it is. It's worth 40 points. It's worth taking a look at. Essentially, what it is a WordPress site that you build, and the site that you build will be representative of a campaign. And I will read it. It says for approximately the next 2 weeks, you will design the campaign for your approved topic, because by now you will have submitted your topic and we would have gone back and forth until you get an approval. And then, and it doesn't usually take a lot of back and forth. And this project, which may be apolitical or political, is a conglomeration of rhetorical elements. We've talked about that, housed on your WordPress.com website. I've said that before. So these weeks are production days culminating with the Sakai Forum share. So you put your first draft of your WordPress URL into setting it on public. And when you do that, then your classmates are able to look at it and give you feedback. If you get it in quicker, you get more feedback. And you can decide if you want to take some of that and do some revisions. And then you submit the final link or the final version of the URL into Sakai assignments for your grade on April 29th. So when the end of the semester happens on April 30th, you are done with this class. And have a great summer is all that we have to say to each other at that point. So that's a quick run through of the syllabus. Thank you very much for being awesome the first week of class. I've been reading your comments in the Sakai Forum, and I'm blown away by some of your feedback already. And so I can't wait to work with you. Be in touch with me if you have any questions, and let's get at it.